Stop spending these $1 bills. They're worth over $1,300 each. My name is James, and I've helped collectors buy and sell millions in rare collectibles. All of the sale prices in this video are backed by real data from top auction houses like Heritage. Let's hop right into this video with this first $1 bill from 1995. Now, the first thing that you will notice on this bill is the poor condition. This note was graded by PMG at a very fine 25. This note sold for $1,320. And here's why. So I need to get the boring stuff out of the way really quickly. Guys, condition is so important. If this same bill would have been in better condition, it would have sold for $5,000, $10,000, or $15,000 more than what it sold for. But that's besides the point. This one is really, really rare and valuable because of one thing. And that one thing is going to be the serial number. Look at the serial number. You can see that it's a serial number 1. Now, the reason why a bill like this is so beat up is from one of two reasons. One, it could have been out in pocket change for a very long time and someone did not notice it. That's possible. The more realistic explanation for something like this would be what's called a pocket piece. So there are some very wealthy individuals out there that will acquire rare paper money and keep it in their wallet or purse and show it off to their friends whenever they feel like it. So let's say that you're at a bar and you're like, hey, check out this $1 bill. It has a serial number 1 on it. They put it back in their wallet and it has more and more wear and tear. That's what I think, but only if these bills could tell stories, who would know what they would actually say. Regardless, if you have a serial number 1 on your bill, you have something incredibly rare and valuable. Hold on to it, don't bend it, don't damage it, don't tear it, keep it flat, keep it very safe, because this one sold for $1,320. $1,440 for this 1988 $1 bill graded by PMG at a 63. So you do notice that the condition's way better than the previous note. This one got the 63 grade. Now understand that 70 is the highest grade you can get. 63 means there is not a single fold on this bill whatsoever, not even on the corner of the bill. It's a nearly perfect banknote. Now, the reason why it sold for $1,440 is because of the serial number. This is what we call an ascending ladder serial number that goes from low to high. So you'll see the digits go from 1 all the way to 8 in ascending ladder order consecutively. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It may seem a bit silly, but a bill like this can fetch a hefty premium in auction, and it's also something that could completely fly under the radar if you're not paying attention. So pay close attention, make sure you're looking through your $1 bills for these rare serial numbers. All right, here's a 1969 $1 bill graded by PMG at a 65 EPQ. EPQ just means exceptional paper quality. That means there's not any tears, there are no pinholes, there's no staining. The paper quality is exceptional. The note was not pressed out. It's all good, and that will increase the value. The big value add here is the serial number 3, and that is why this banknote sold for $1,560. 2,400 buckaroos for this 1993 $1 bill graded by PMG at a 66 EPQ. Now this one does have what we call a descending ladder serial number, so the numbers go from 7 all the way down to 0 in consecutive order. A very rare banknote indeed. That is why it sold for $2,400. $4,560 for this 1988 $1 bill graded by PMG at a 64 with a serial number 1. So you can see here that the first banknote we went over was in really bad condition. This one is in high graded condition, but it still could have been in higher condition, right? It could have been a 67, a 68, a 69, or a 70. Just understand that a 70 grade is very, very hard to achieve, and most people that collect never actually get a 70. This is still a phenomenal grade for the serial number 1 banknote, and that's why it sold for $4,560. All right, if you stayed this long, I'm going to share with you a treat here that not many people actually know about. So this banknote sold for $5,280. It is a 2013 $1 bill, so relatively modern of a note. And I'm going to show you on the back of the bill. We're going to be looking at the back plate number. Now the back plate number symbolizes where this specific bill was located on a printing plate, okay? The actual number does not matter as much, but the size of the number can matter in certain situations. So when we flip the bill back over to the front, we're going to look at the front plate number. Now that front plate position is going to be in 2 locations, at the top left area and the bottom right area. The plate position on the front is going to have a letter followed by a number. Now there are only 2 places in the whole United States that produces paper money. You've got Washington, D.C. and Fort Worth, Texas. Now listen closely. If your banknote has the small FW before the front plate letter, like this one one does, then your banknote was produced at the Fort Worth, Texas printing facility. If you have no FW on your bill like this one, then your bill was printed at the Washington, D.C. facility. That can matter in certain situations. For this bill, it does not matter, but now you know what those letters and numbers mean. The specific letters and numbers are more for internal purposes, and we don't need to worry about those at all. The big thing here is going to be the serial number. So solid number 8. Do understand that number 8 in many cultures around the world, 8 is considered to be a lucky number. So to have a bunch of 8s, that is a big deal, and collectors, especially in different nations around the world, will pay a pretty penny for a bill like this. This one sold for $5,280. All right, we thought this one was very, very cool. So this is a pack of 100 $1 bills. So there's a face value of $100, and you can see that the serial numbers here end in 01. So the next bill will be 02, 03, 04, all the way up to adding 100 on top of the 1. So what makes this pack super, super rare is that it's an original pack, and it includes the serial number solid 7. So eventually you're going to get to number 77, which will be a solid number 7 serial number. That makes a pack like this incredibly rare and incredibly valuable, and that is why it sold for $6,600. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and we will see you in the next video.